on the show, Ayana Rages, who attends Cardinal Newman High School out in South Carolina. You're on the cheer team for high school, and you're also on the cheer team for your club team, where you guys have had a lot of success. So let's talk about, first off, making it onto your high school team as a freshman.
That was actually pretty exciting. I feel like it's a really big part of my high school career, and it'll help me get into college better. We won state 3 years in a row, and we're very competitive. But this year the team is smaller, but that still won't stop us from winning. And I feel like this year is going to be really great with my team that I have.
Competing in the Worlds for cheer, it was an invite-only competition for the highest levels in cheer, 3 to 7. Worlds were for 6 and 7. Your level 6, how you're able to contribute to your team with your skill set?
You have to really work hard to manage your skills, and you have to actually attend practice, because I feel like if you don't attend, then you can't contribute to the team. And that's just a really big part of being on a team. You have to attend and work hard.
You've played 2 seasons now with your AAU team. You were averaging 15 points a game this season. And you're looking to try out for the high school basketball team. For this short period of time that you have taken on basketball, really gotten better throughout the 2 past seasons.
I feel like my chances are in the middle, because I worked really hard and I'm still continuing to work really hard. So if I just keep that up, then I'm pretty sure I can make it. And with my with being able with being coachable, I feel like that really helps a lot.
Being an honor roll student and enrolled in honors classes, how important is school to you, and why do you take so much pride in the way you do for sports and academics?
I take school very seriously, because if you don't have a C or higher, then you just can't play, which really sucks. And also, you need to maintain grades to get into college, and I really want to play college sports, so I'm really working hard on my grades, and it's really nice being on a honor roll and stuff.
AJ Rages, playing football out stateside, junior. Let's talk about the switch to your new school, Cardinal Newman, and a little bit about the football program there.
Cardinal Newman is a Catholic school, and the switch was it was pretty easy. They were very welcoming. It was in the springtime, so we was just basically working out, and I get to bond with the team and whatever. And then they really treated me like a good asset, like a good athlete, and then they really, really care about me.
So far, within 2 games played this year, you already have 324 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, longest run of the season, 90 yards.
The 90-yard run, it was just basically good blocking, and I just read it off of them, and then using my speed. We was just the coaches, they know I'm kind of fast, so they wanted me to go to the outside and then break it down from there. So that run, it was just a good team effort.
Are you currently getting looked at by some college scouts, and are you in conversations with hopefully taking your talents to the next level?
I went to a couple of camps this year. I talked to the running back coach at USC, University of South Carolina. They said they'll be looking at me throughout the season, and then I'm also getting looked at Benedict, which is also a college it's a small college in South Carolina, and that's basically it. I didn't go to a bunch of college camps. I went to more of technical camps that to get my skills up.
Well, helping you get your skills up to par are your coaches, and your coaching staff definitely have a lot of experience playing both at the collegiate and a professional level.
The energy that they bring to the table is just perfect. My head coach, my offensive coordinator, he actually took me to one of the camps that he he used to go to. Like, he went to Middle Tennessee, which is a D1 school in Tennessee, and he brought my friend and I down to there, so, just to get looked at the head coach. This other coach, he played linebacker and quarterback throughout his D1 career, and he played linebacker for the Miami Dolphins. He's a great coach. And then our running back coach, he used to coach for the running backs at Clemson University. So my coaches have the knowledge and the skills to bring me to the next level, in my opinion.
MMA fighter J.J. Ambrose scheduled to step back into action in Cage Warriors 130 on October 17th in San Diego. You last fought in 2019. How excited are you just to be back in the cage fighting again?
And it's really awesome. I mean, because the last couple of years, we've had a lot of downtime, obviously, with the pandemic going on. Unfortunately, things opened up. So I'm just really excited to get back into the cage, but also to showcase everything that we're working on the last couple of years.
Physically, you've always stayed active. Any concern of cage rust?
No, I was thinking about it. You know, I've been fighting, since I was about 15 years old. I had my boxing match. So, I mean, over half of my life has been spent in the ring, competition, or in the cage, some competition or whatever. So, as far as ring rust goes, I just don't think that's an issue anymore. As long as I'm physically in shape, I know what to do when I get in there.
Your opponent, Kyle Driscoll, is 12-3 on a 7-fight win streak. How has camp been preparing for your opponent?
Camp's been really good. Fortunately, I got a lot of featherweights in the gym, so dealing with that speed and that, it's just a different fighting style. I think every weight class has their thing. Heavyweights obviously pack a lot. Those guys are pretty big for me. I've been fighting at welterweight for the last few years, but going back down to lightweight was kind of where my body actually, and the guy I'm fighting is kind of going up a weight class. So I think it's going to be nice to be the bigger man in the ring for once.
A lot has changed as far as improvements to your game. Do you feel the time is now to make that run and hopefully climb the ladder to eventually get a title shot in a fight organization?
Yeah. Well, I mean, ultimately the goal is to get signed with the UFC. I'm 34 years old. I mean, how much longer do I really have? I mean, I feel like I'm in peak condition and getting better and better. So until I slow down, I'm going to keep plugging away until I get signed.
Will you be continuing your fight camp stateside before fight night?
I really like the situation that I have here on Guam. This gym is absolutely made for fight camps. I got this giant cage right next to me. I got my whole team here. I got my wife and kids here. And, my meal prep service. Guam, everything's kind of laid out. So, I mean, really, I just want to leave like about 10 days out so that I can get acclimated to the time zone. And also, I haven't been touched by the cold in a while, and it's winter in the States.
Invicta FC fighter Brogan Walker-Sanchez home after picking up a win over Emily King via submission. You went back to your old stomping grounds for some final training this time around.
Having to be out there to help my mom and my family through some things. So I was there at the beginning of the summer. As you know, my other occupation is I'm a teacher. So it just kind of worked out where I was there at the beginning of the summer. I was training, like you said, in my old stomping grounds. And then they called me after about a month of training to see if I wanted to fight in August. So I just had to shuffle some things around, and I made it happen.
Well, getting back in the win column, how good was it to not only come out with the win, but also get the finish?
Every pre-fight interview, they ask if I want to get the finish. Of course, you want that finish. We don't get paid by the minute or by the hour, so it really doesn't matter how much time you spend in there as long as you get the job done. And for me, it was more important for it to just not go to the judges this time. And, a finish is a way to definitively do that. So I'm glad that I was able to do it. Like I said, I was chasing after it for a long time. I knew I could do it. And with all of the training that I've had recently, it was almost It was real surreal, like getting in there and making it happen.
Well, let's talk about the new fight name. You go out there and you perform. Did you feel a new type of energy in that cage?
There was a whole evolution going on behind the scenes, like after coming off of 2 losses, dealing with it in a healthy way, was my main focus. You know, you can either let those things like bog you down, or you can help that can like spring you forward. So, mentally, I just had to get into a space where um, I wasn't just getting the normal level up like I do from experience. I was really like breaking down the foundation, and I came back completely new. Like as far as my skill set, my wrestling, I was so confident with. Whereas before, um, that was a big missing link in my being a well-rounded martial artist. But just spending so much time with like real, like I said, professional wrestlers, all they do is wrestle. They don't do MMA. And learning the game that way helped me to be more confident with tying everything together. That I'm confident with my striking, and I'm confident on the ground as well. I don't feel like I've ever really been tested there. So, like I said, getting that wrestling in, that missing link, just made me a lot more confident in tying everything together. It was easy for me to go in and make the decisions that I had to make, because I wasn't worried about, what if she gets me in this position? What if she gets me in this position? I had really taken time to visualize and think it all out.